frame. When we look at these specific accounts, they help to articulate how we can have trust that these are telling stories that actually happened. So when we're looking at something like this, and we ask the question, does it accord with fact or reality? I think by just looking at a few examples, and obviously I'm not going to exhaust all of the examples that we could give, but I do think that we can say in these instances, the Bible is telling truthful reality. But what about communicating accurately? Well, communicating accurately is a little bit different than having it correspond with fact and or reality, with specific question of the internal and external accuracy. What do I mean by that? When I talk about internal accuracy, we're asking the question as to whether the stories we find in the Bible, whether they're talking not just about a time, but have evidence of actually indicating eyewitness testimony. Were these actual events from people who were there? Not just getting some grand historical narratives right, but are they actually describing things from people who were there, or were the authors communicating with people who were from these places who saw these events? In terms of external accuracy, I want to look at a little bit of a different angle to answer the question, is what we have now what the original authors wrote? So because we are 2,000 years from even the last book written in the Bible, can we say and have confirmation that what we have now doesn't just reflect internal accuracy of true eyewitness testimony, but actually reflects that we have the words that were written centuries and millennia ago? You know, this is a question about the written documents. This is what I study in my PhD work. Now, don't let people with PhDs intimidate you. That just stands for permanent head damage.